Welcome back, welcome back. We dealing with the 9 to 5 because Generation Z don't want to work. What up, YouTube? Shout out to my new subscribers. What are you doing up here on the table, Max? Yeah. So we dealing with 9 to 5 because Generation Z, I got to say, the young people, they got it right about 9 to 5. They do not want to work 9 to 5. They don't work 9 to 5. They work part time, they do flex time, they do gig work, they do social media. But one, they got that right because when you work 9 to 5, you lose so much of your life. You cannot do the things that you dream of in your youth because you at work and then you tired and don't have children. You have to raise them, make sure they do their homework, get them to school, then they got activities. So your life is at whole. 9 to 5 is a scam, and I wish I would have realized that a long time ago. I really, really do. But the modern 9 to 5 workday originated from the efforts of American labor unions in the 1800s to reduce grueling. It used to be 100-hour work weeks. You really ain't got no life then. And it was popularized by Henry Ford in 1926 when he implemented a 5 day, 40-hour work week for his employees. The Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938 later standardized the 40-hour work week at the federal level in the United States, making it a national standard. In the 1800s, unions began the movement of an 8-hour work day, pushing back against 10 to 12-hour days that were common in manufacturing. Shit, you really ain't had no life then. You was tired when you got off work. Henry Ford in 1926, Ford Motor Company adopted a 5 day, 40-hour workday, which helped make the 8-hour day mainstream. Ford believed this would increase productivity and create a workforce with more leisure time to become consumers. Well, it did that. The federal government officially adopted the 40-hour work week with the passage of the Fair Labor Standards Act in 1938, which initially set the standard at 44 hours and was revised to 40 hours in 1940. Hold on. The 9 to 5 is a 20th century scam. Here's how I escaped. This is an article by Amin in Medium. I asked myself one rainy Tuesday morning as I sat in traffic, sipping cold coffee from a chip travel mug. Emails, deadlines, pointless meetings. I had the job, the salary, even called stability, but I was miserable. Amen to that. Amen to that. And most of us who work a 9 to 5, hey boomers, shout out, thanks for subscribing. But most of us who work a 9 to 5 are miserable as fuck. We really are. And it is a scam. Generation Z got this thing right, okay? And the worst part, I thought I was the problem. Well, I never thought I was the problem, so for decades, and I just went over the 40-hour work week, which was started by Henry Ford through the Fair Labor Act. So we passed that. For decades, we've been told this form, especially if you my age, go to school, get an education, go to college, I almost got a PhD, and I've given my life to corporation 26 years. Well, I'm trying to retire now, but I'm just saying. And I have not been able to fulfill my dreams. And what I love doing YouTube. And Filma, I got 2 books to write. You know what I mean? I want to write. I want to teach. It's so much I want to do, and you can't do it. Can't do it all. For decades, we've been told this is the formula: go to school, get a degree, get a job, retire at 65. But now the young people don't even get pensions, so they don't have a reason to stick to a job for that long length of time because they don't get a pension. All they have is a 401k, and they probably won't even have Social Security. And now that AI is going to take up all these entry level jobs, I don't know what they're going to do. They don't have to do skilled trades or skilled trades or become an entrepreneur or find something, be very creative in whatever they do. The system is failing people left and right. Wages aren't keeping up with inflation. Burnout is glorified. And freedom is pushed off to some magical age that may never come. We were sold the dream of security, but most of us are just surviving paycheck to paycheck. That is a fact. My turning point wasn't dramatic, it was Tuesday. I had a breakdown in the office bathroom, wiping away tears so no one would notice. That night I made a decision. I couldn't live like this anymore. But I didn't have a trust fund or a winning lolly chick. I had a laptop, a little free time, and a burning desire to be free. Facts. Let's be real. I didn't quit overnight, but here's what I did. I started a skill based side hustle. Instead of gambling on crypto or drop shipping, I leaned into what I already do: writing. You have a skill too: design, editing, tutoring, consulting, organizing, whatever. Someone out there needs it. Freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or simply reaching out to local businesses open up my escape route. The workloads, I cut expenses. Workloads, overpriced lunch runs, the weekend splurges to the numb and pain of the week gone. I replaced them with budget friendly meals, free time at home, learning new skills, intentional spending. Every dollar I saved was fuel for my freedom fund. I built a runway. Before I quit, I stacked 6 months of savings. Not exciting, but life changing. Having a cushion that makes taking risks feel less risky. I redefined success. Not gonna lie, letting go of status took work. I wasn't climbing the corporate ladder anymore, but now I wake up without an alarm. That's what I'm saying. I walk my dog at 10 a.m. Yes, I work with clients I choose, and I never sit in trap. Come on now. That's my definition of success. What escaping the 9 to 5 really gave me, it wasn't just time, it was agency. The ability to say no to toxic people, take breaks without guilt, create work that matters to me, spend my time how I want. That's all I've been saying. I want my life back. I want my life back. Freedom doesn't mean you're rich, it means your own life. Think you can't do it? If you ever thought I'm not good enough, I don't have a special skill, it's too late for me, you are not alone. That's the conditioning of a system that profits from your doubt. But the truth is, you're more capable than you think. The first step: list 3 skills you already have, even soft skills like writing, organizing, or explaining things. Google freelance your skill at Upwork and read a few profiles. People are doing this. Block 30 minutes tonight to learn how to offer your skill for money. YouTube is free. Perfect. That's all I'm saying. Did I? Okay, here now we're looking at the Gen Zs.
Bosses are firing Gen Z workers in record time, and there's a reason why. In fact, there's a lot of reasons, and in this video, I'm going to cover, well, let's look at a few workplace. But before we get into that, if you're interested in more career content just like this directly from a corporate recruiter, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
This is a life after layoff. Oh, we got a lot of subscribers.
Delete Me. More on them in a minute. So the headline reads, 1 in 6 companies are hesitant to hire recent college graduates. Intelligent.com back in August did a survey of 966 business leaders who were involved in hiring decisions at their companies. And they were asking them about their attitudes to the Gen Z workforce. What they found, because 75% of the companies reported that they had indeed hired some Gen Z, and somewhat shockingly, 6 out of 10 admitted that they had fired a recent college graduate in the same year that they hired them. And the survey gives a lot of detailed reasons why. We'll get into them in just a second. I want to put a little disclaimer here and say these are not necessarily my viewpoints of Gen Z, but rather I'm just reporting what the data is saying. And according to the study, 75% of companies reported at least some issue with recent college grad hire. And if we scroll down, we can see some of the reasons why. And the most frequently cited reasons why these new hires didn't work out was 50% of these employers saying that there's a lack of motivation or initiative. There's also a lack of professionalism. That's
a fact. That's a fact.
Organizational skills and communication skills seem to be lacking. And then probably playing a lot of the challenges with feedback or not taking feedback very well. They also reference a lack of relevant work experience, which is interesting because as an entry-level person, you should be expected to have relevant experience. Whether entry-level or grad, but
hey, Money Loc, what's up?
Employers are expecting versus what we're experiencing on the job market. You have these entry-level positions that are requiring 2 and 3 years of experience, and it's like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? And so it's a big pain point for a lot of people. Problem skills, insufficient technical skills.
I got to say the Gen Z's got it right about this 9 to 5. If I would have been raised differently, but I come from a different generation where I was taught go to school, go to get your degree. I got several degrees, get a career, and all that. But that was all bullshit. All bullshit. I want my life back. Period. I want to get up when I feel like it. Listen, they got that shit right. I have to give them credit. But this is why they getting fired. That's what this video is. But I'm going to get back in the 9 to 5 scam. It's bullshit.
Fit and difficulty working in a team. Now, it does seem like they're piling on poor Gen Z here, but nonetheless, that's what the data is saying. And 6 out of 10 companies has had to fire a recent college grad this year. So that's what that tells companies or people they're hiring they're entry level and they're not really putting up with what they perceive to be a cultural mismatch. And so they're making moves on people relatively quickly. And if you were to head over to TikTok, which is doing and look at some of these stories of people who are getting terminated, it's clear that employers
let's get past this bullshit.
This video sponsor, Delete Me.
I want to get to the TikTok video. Where is the TikTok?
From their phones. I think that
no, they can't stay off their damn phone. They can't live without that phone. If my son in the car 5 minutes, ain't no Wi-Fi. I'm like, damn. You can't live without the Wi-Fi for 5 minutes. When you go in certain areas, it ain't no Wi-Fi. It'll come back. Okay, here we go with the TikTok. This is where I wanted to get to. Oh shit, now it's just spinning.
The company culture also sucked because there were so many snitches. Like literally random people would walk by my desk and tell management anytime I was on my phone. Obviously after my first warning, I didn't go on my phone as much and people would still snitch on me if I was doing something as little as like changing the song or like changing the podcast that I was listening to. It got so bad that management physically moved my desk to be in front of her desk so she could watch and make sure that I wasn't on my phone. She would have rather that I just click around the screen on my computer if I ran out of work and after I reviewed everything already. They were also so clicky. Like I hated going to lunch and it was like such a high school vibe because like management would literally be like that group of girls that were forming a point and like laugh. Anyway, my all-star employee just had it out for me. A recruiter got me that job. I didn't have any problems. He only said that it was 8-hour days and I could start anytime between 6 and 9. I was like, okay, cool, and I did my job. And then halfway into my contract, on Black Friday, my recruiter visited me to let me know that he talked to HR and HR thinks I'm doing a really good job. He was like, keep up the good work, reward yourself with some good Friday shopping today, and I did. In the middle of me shopping, like I was at checkout, the HR of that company called me and was like, yeah, we're gonna have to let you go. He was mad about it too. Like he was like, don't bother coming in to get your stuff, we'll get it mailed to you. What happened? Apparently the all-star employee was talking mad shit about me, saying that I was coming in whenever I felt like it, and I thought it was too good for everyone because I didn't like to interact with people. It was just her. I didn't like her accent to me. She didn't know the terms of my contract regarding the she made it sound like I was just coming and going whenever I felt like it. And I didn't like that company either. I was completely blindsided that I literally left the store without paying. Obviously, I went back in disbelief. Anyway, I'm not like that anymore, and I actually straightened up and I started working an accounting role again for this really big bank, and they actually had like insane training. Accounting. Moral of the story is, you're an adult like me that had to learn responsibility at a later age. Don't be ashamed of it. It comes eventually. Or it's forced to come out in dire situations when you need to.
So it's just like he's in career that he
Now I got my job. Man, oh, that's like the fuck.
6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 a.m. Okay. So unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12. Wow. We had a discussion about that. 12.
But if this, you need to be there time, she's showing up 2 minutes late. That's 12 minutes late. The fact that seems to see this as an issue is the most concerning part.
Yeah, but you know, they're waiting on you to be there. So your employment is really going to be terminated as of today, because also in 21 minutes. Yes, that's 21 minutes behind. But I still work though. Like I still like. Why ain't y'all telling me that when I'm at work? Because I handle all the HR, so they wanted me to about. And that was the day that I let my. Alright, keep going. So you were also on 8/8. You called in at like 6:32. That was. So I let my cousin use my car the night before, and he didn't bring it. He overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. So like, I still messed it up. 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, did a no-call, no-show. That was my birthday. August 12th, that's my birthday.
Get the no-show.
Hell no, that's her birthday.
Excuse.
That's Leo for you.
Plus that day off work, though. But y'all know, that's my birthday. I'm not. Birthday. No, I don't. That's fine. Everyone works on their birthday. I work on my birthday.
Hell no.
Well, unfortunately, I just need you to.
Hell no. That's my birthday. No call, no show. I ain't coming. It's my birthday. Hell no. But this how they think. This how they
Your keys in. I'm because that's crazy. Crazy.
So I don't know what kind of position a white collar job, might be retail or something like that, because she carries keys, whatever. But nonetheless, this sense of entitlement, a sense of the lack of responsibility, doesn't see anything wrong with no call, no show, showing up 30 minutes late. 10 years. You got all your coworkers waiting for you, and you're basically putting all the work on them. And the fact that she just doesn't see any issue with this, I mean, this obviously is a complete red flag employee. And then this one's just kind of a
Oh, here go the
quick
last
but,
one.
Nonetheless, this is the mentality, I think, of what they're referring to in that survey. Everybody keeps asking me why I got fired from my job, and they
Wait.
found out as a whatever you want to call it, he didn't do any work and kind of skated by, and
Wait a minute. We gotta go back to this.
was waiting for you.
Wait, we
And
gotta go back to this.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything for 15 months, and they found out.
And they
Quitting employees where he didn't do any work and kind of skated by, and
for 15 months.
those days have come to an end. You can't really do that anymore in today's workplace. There's too few jobs, too many people wanting them, and employers are not seeming to tolerate that as much, which is evident in the fact that Gen Z is getting terminated, unfortunately, frequency. But the thing is, it's easy to
Oh, that is too funny.
to say that
But that last one, she was like, well, you was late this day, 32 minutes, 20 minutes. I can't talk because I be late. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I got to do that. But I got 26 years on my job, though. Shit, that's the difference. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta make sure because I had these 9 to 5. Okay, I think that was the last one on this one. But you can't make this up. But all this is some scam. We was given wrong information. That's all I got to say. We was given wrong information. Where's my 9 to 5? Oh. Oh, those attachments. Oh, I don't want. Where's my 9 to 5? Oh. I don't know who that boy talk. Oh, here we go. I got it now. And this is me. This is Anton Daniels.
June 23rd, 2025. And I am currently at a job that I don't like.
I know.
It is not my passion. For years, I haven't done things for jobs, things that make me so uncomfortable just to be able to pay bills and provide for my kids. I no longer do that no more. It's not me.
I feel you. I want my life back. I feel you.
I'm such a creative person. I'm an artist. I rap. I sing. I can style. I can do hair. I'm such a creative person. And this 9 to 5, it does not show the creative person that I am. I am making a vow right now, today. I don't like this.
I feel.
I hate it. I'm gonna start putting me first. I'm not gonna deal with this no more. Walking out on faith. I'm stepping out on faith. Excuse me. I'm giving it all to God, and I'm asking Him, please remove me from this. You know, my tolerance, and I'm willing to work with you, Lord Jesus. This I just cannot. All I do is break my spirit. It's full of my shine. And
I feel you.
So, that is the sentiment that I'm hearing from a lot of people is that they're tired, they're up, they don't want to work anymore, they rap, they can dance, they do, they dance, they can sing.
Shit, I don't rap, but I got talent.
What they got on the over. There's a couple things that I take from this video, alright? The first thing that I take from this video is
Let me see.
I don't believe when most women say that they want to be independent. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Last night on the Q show that I was hosting, because Q was off last night, Last night on the Q show, I asked the ladies a question. Jerry was in there. I seen you, Jerry. And I asked the ladies a question, and I said, would you rather have regular, no more than potential, just long, with that? And I'm not criticizing that. I'm just telling you what I asked. Or an exceptional guy. How would you find that? And the one lady, Deja, she tried to finesse it, make it more than what it is. And she said that she would rather just have the regular guy. And I think that that works for most people. But what I do not believe is that most people want to be independent because I see too much crying, too much whining, too much complaining, and people are bothered and upset that they have to do what they have to do in order to feed their children. And I'm assuming that they're single mothers as a result of it, right? Make the bed that you in, so you gotta sleep. The second thing that I want to speak on is why is it so difficult for y'all to do your jobs, go home, and then work on whatever it is that you want to work on afterwards? I'm not gonna kill her dreams.
Okay, I can answer that. Cause we fucking tired. That's why. Especially if you got multiple jobs. I leave one, go to the other. And then I do YouTube. Well, I don't have any time after that. I don't have no more time. I'm tired. That part. Shit, that's why. So you got that all wrong, buddy.
Really like the headscarf on the video, but it is what it is. It's her video. She can do whatever that she want to do. And I'm not here to kill anybody's dreams at all. I think everybody has the potential to significant impact on life. Whatever that is, I don't know. But what I am also wondering is, why don't you guys? Because I don't believe that the jobs is bad. I believe it's the culture around the jobs that y'all can't handle. First of all, why is it so difficult for people to do their jobs and just go home? A job is not meant for you to fulfill a purpose. If you wind up doing something awesome that you also make money in, regardless of whether it's a business, content, a job, whatever your dream position or profession is, that's awesome. But I never in my life, until I got to the point of doing the thing that I really believed was awesome, it just made me excited to wake up every single day. The job was nothing more than an opportunity for me to make money so that I can pay my bills, which made me much more intentional on working on what I was on after I got off work. The thing that I was looking for, the thing that you do. Okay? There are things that you do every day.
That's food for thought.
Listen to me. There
That's
are
food
things
for
that you do
thought.
while you on the job, when you get off the job. It could be video game related, it could be something sports related, it could be social, it could be something that you just have a hobby at, Legos. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't even make a difference what it is. But there are things that you do every single day for free. And you go hard at it like you actually getting paid for it, but you don't.
Damn. Like YouTube. Good point. That's a good point. Good point. This is my boy. Now this is some truth.
Insane it is that from a very young age, we are all conditioned to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, 40 to 50 years, and trade all of that for 10 to 20 years of freedom.
Right.
You're too old and fucking decrepit to enjoy it. Like, how does that make sense?
Right.
You go around every day during your work, and you see every single other person yourself, yep, normal is how to be. How come no one questions that trade-off?
Right.
40 to 50 years of sacrifice all gone, just so you can get 10 to 20 years of elderly freedom and retirement.
Right.
Most people don't even attempt to live a different life or even question it. Everyone just conforms and accepts this as their reality, and it fucking blows my mind. How are you not looking at the fact that you have to literally ask permission from another human being to go on vacation? You have no clue
Right.
how much money you make. You just have to hope that your boss gives you a pay rise. Like, how are you not freaking out about this and getting extremely fucking pissed off? When are you going to wake up and see how much this does not make fucking sense? No one is talking about how insane it is that from a very young age, we are all conditioned to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, for 40 to 50 years and trade all of that for 10 to 20 years of freedom when you're too old and fucking decrepit to enjoy it. How makes sense? Like, you look around every day during your commute to work and you see every single other person doing the exact same thing, and you say to yourself, yep, this is normal, this is how it should be. How come no one questions that trade-off? 40 to 50 years of sacrifice all gone just so you can get 10 to 20 years of elderly free retirement.
Right.
Don't even attempt to live a different life or even question it. Everyone just informs as the reality, and it fucking blows my mind. How are you not looking at the fact that you have to literally ask permission from another human being to go on vacation?
Fuck that part.
Much money, it's computerized. Like, how are you not freaking out about this and getting extremely fucking pissed off? When are you going to wake up and see how much this does not make fucking sense?
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact right there. I think, let me see if this is, hold on, let me see if this.
Explain to you how the system works. So the first thing is they want us to be in jobs, J-O-Bs, because there they can transduce our most valuable resource, which is our time on the planet. Our time on the planet. They can take that non-renewable resource, by the way, and transduce it into a debt instrument. Federal Reserve notes. Things worth, they're not actually worth nothing. They're actually debt instruments. They're IOUs. And the rate of exchange for our time is so low.
Come on.
Such that they can make a great deal of profit off of leveraging our time so that the companies make money and we make very little for what our time is really worth. Then, do they pay you your full measure? No. They take half of it out as withholding on taxes that are unconstitutionally levied.
Fact.
Just to take away even more of that labor transition units. Only return over a year later after inflation has value. Then we spend what's left.
Come on. Come on.
10%. And one of my favorites, we get those dollars, our money, and put it aside for a retire in an IRA or a 401k. We think that someday in the future the IRS will honor its word and that we'll get that money back without tax. Explain to you how the system works.
Come on. Now that's a fact.
Because there they can
change this
transduce our
title.
most
The
valuable
9 to
resource,
5
which is our time
Hoax.
on the planet. Our effort, but our time on the planet. They can take that non-renewable resource, by the way, and transduce it into a debt instrument. Federal Reserve notes. Things worth, they're not actually worth nothing. They're actually debt instruments. They're IOUs. And the rate of exchange for our time is so low, such that they can make a great deal of profit off of leveraging our time so that the companies make money.
That's a fact. Bullshit. I'm tired of it. Now this is something funny though.
When it comes on, I'm gonna have to wait till I get home after work and watch it.
This TikTok just the most epic takedown of federal government.
I'm gonna have to get dressed and drive there. And I'm gonna have to deal with traffic.
Right.
This is gonna cost me.
Right.
I may just quit. I think that's gonna be the only option. Is just
Oops.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Perfect. I I'm pretty sure it's exactly what Vivek and Elon want.
I'm not going to be able to watch The View when it comes on. I'm going to have to wait till I get home after work.
I'm telling you, and I still feel that way. I get it. I get it.
Your coworkers are demonic. This is why you get caught up in wasted arguments and debates. Because you're not arguing with the person. No. You're arguing with the Satan. You're arguing with the spirit of Satan, the spirit of confusion, the spirit of chaos that likes to work itself inside of these people. So understanding that we battle not against flesh and blood, but it is a spiritual warfare. And every time you walk into that job, I guarantee that you are experiencing some of the highest spiritual warfare known to man.
That's a
Especially
fact.
if it is a corporate job.
Facts.
We will say a prayer for you, son. Because remember that the snares of Satan are very real. It must be our job when it comes to especially our corporate jobs. Satan you trapped in the 9 to 5, I gotta make my 10 or 20 or $30 an hour. He can get you trapped in that lifestyle, and he can use your coworkers against you. He can use your boss and your manager against you. And I tell you that the Satan is the prince of the air, and he knows how to control people, so that's as though the air is being controlled by Satan. I know your trials and your tribulations. I know everything experience in that job. Not really a plan for all of us to become independent. It's part of the promise that's found in the Bible. So now we have to accept through faith we will be able to enter in. But if we don't have faith, we won't be able to enter into the kingdom. This kind only leaves by fasting and prayer, and the herbs will end the curse. Revelation 22:3. Start fasting 12 to 24 for men. The 14 for women. It's doing the master's plan every morning. Change in a couple months to a couple years of that. Follow the other 9 biblical health protocols found at Jacob's.
Man, listen. I wish I would have known all this earlier. Let me see. I think this is.
You went to school to memorize facts you never use. You were trained to raise your hand, wait your turn, and follow instructions. Then they told you, get a job, work 40 hours a week, give half of it to tax, retire at 67. That's not a life, that's script.
Yep.
And most people don't question it because they're too tired. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's when you realise freedom was never going to be handed to you. You have to build it. And that's why I teach digital products, because ownership is the only way out. No boss, no begging, no clocking. You move different when you know the system was never designed to serve you. It was designed to use you. Read the script or stay stuck in it.
See society hidden in plain sight. From worldly Hollywood stars, audited by president. Comment, book, and I'll reveal everything.
The system wasn't built for you to win. You went to school to memorize facts you never use.
Come
you
on.
were trained to raise your.
Come on. And that's what working a 9 to 5 is. A damn script. Damn, but I got another video somewhere, and I don't know where it's at. Let me see if I can find it. Just one more 9 to 5. Oh, I can delete this one. Damn, let me see. I know oh, maybe it's under this one. Anyway, we're gonna end it there. Like, share, subscribe. I'm coming right back with Drake, XX, and Kendrick Lamar. All right, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment.